Welcome. How are y'all doing? So we finished the defense heroes. Now let's go to a section that I use a lot more, which is the tank side of everybody. So now, Diva. What can you say about Diva? Very cool tank that can rush down people, which is something that's really kind of odd of the whole idea of a tank is being able to rush people down. There are a lot of tanks that do that in other different games, but I feel like this is a tank that you can do what an attacker does, right? You can go up high, you can go down low, do damage. It isn't as fast damage as you would think, especially with the nerfs that she's had in the past. She definitely had a lot of damage debuffs, and I gotta say, I'm not that great with her. I'm not that great with Diva just yet. Diva's one of the tanks that, out of all the tanks that are out currently, including Orisa with this patch that recently came out. This is March the 9th, of course, 29th. The the tanks don't really have that kind of way of being up and about. These tanks don't have like being up and about. Only Winston can do that, but Winston doesn't have the range. Diva can do it, and she has somewhat of the range. Diva also has a lot of the ability of being a protective tank, which is really good. Something that you really need with a tank. You need to be able to protect your team. So right now we're kind of getting rolled. Usually in this kind of payload protect the payload kind of maps, you usually do have these kind of like rolls just because the second point is kind of really too far sometimes. So I'm just trying to get my team to group up, and so I can actually go in with them and just wait for them to be here. So now that we're in a position that we're kind of closer to our spawn, we're able to hold the point better. So what can Diva do that a lot of tanks can do? You can see right here, unlimited shooting, no reloading, a lot of damage reduction, right? Because of her attack, and it's very good to have her as a support to your DPS. Your DPS have to be able to run in, and Diva can allow that. Diva can boost in with the person that needs to run in and just hold her defense matrix. And the whole time that they're running in, they're completely fine in terms of like getting into position or getting into where they need to be, right? So right here you can see I'm just being able to harass the team. Wild Roadhog has appeared, but because of Diva's gun, you can see that she's actually really good out of mech as well as in mech. Out of mech, she has no abilities, but she does have a really small hitbox, which is really great. She has very little health, which is bad. But she does have this kind of gun that is able to shoot endlessly here. Yeah, I end up losing here, which is fine. I think he teabagged me. Did he teabag me? No, he didn't. He just waited. He was watching me sleep. Let's go through Diva's abilities. Her ultimate is an ultimate that is able to. It deals a lot of AoE damage that kind of falls off at a certain range. And that range is about a point, like kind of like the space of well. Ilios well. If you were to drop her ult in the very center, you wouldn't be affected by the outskirts of it. You wouldn't be affected in the kind of perimeter of that point of the first point, or sorry, of well, right? But you have to be careful because sometimes you're not as strong. Definitely, if you're out of mech Diva, if you're just Hana trying to survive the mech, you're not going to survive it. unless you're not in the range at all. Her ultimate deals line of sight damage, so you have to just gotta get out of sight from it. So really, what I like the most about her is that her booster is able to get her into position into different parts of the map. And if you have a good team that can actually stay on point while you're going to get the people that are problematic, like the Widowmaker or the Bastion that's on attack or things like that that you have to try to get, then what you can do is easily go and get on that point. Get on that point. And what I mean by on that point is like get on that position. Get in that position that where you need to be. And then from there you're able to actually become a nuisance, become a problem to the people that are being a problem to your team. And I think that's what her being able to harass is really key. Because if you can't harass, then you can't really do D.Va that well. You have to be able to be on. You have to be a problem, really. And I think that's what with really any character, any hero. And I think I've said this many times, like you have to be a problem, like you have to be a nuisance. But I feel like it's crucial to understand that you're only going to be a crucial part of the team if you're actually using your abilities and using your character in the right way, obviously, right? So putting yourself in the right position at the right time isn't as hard as it might seem, but it's very important to be able to be in that place. So right there, I could have defense matrix and actually saved the Genji. That's something that I had to work with. Being too close to Roadhog, I would need to definitely avoid that, because what happens with Roadhog is that the headshot that he does is just almost instantaneous to your actual, like, because the headshots for D.Va aren't above the model, it's kind of in the center, and the way that it is in the center is way bigger than any kind of head that there is for any kind of other character, right? Which is cool enough because you don't necessarily lose the, how do you call it? You don't die if you lose the mech. You just lose the opportunity to use your abilities, and then you lose the how do you call it? The amount of damage that it does. So here I try to call my mech, I lose it, just because you take damage as you're calling the mech. I get to do enough damage, headshot damage, to call it back. I get the mech damage down again. I call it back. I lose it, right, because I got the damage, and then the McCree takes care of me. So that's one thing that's really cool with D.Va is that you're able to stall and this kind of thing like that. You're able to actually get onto the point and use your defense matrix, and then from there you stall, right? You use the whole defense matrix and you're stalling. So then you go through all your all your defense matrix. You exasperated all of the fuel for it, let's say, and then you have your health, 600 health. About 200 of it is armor, and then you lose that. Boom! You get popped out of your mech. Then you have to then go to Hana mode and try to get your mech back. So you play back a little bit, or you try to do headshots and you get your mech back. So then you go back on point, and at this point somebody has to be there with you. There's no way that, well, possibly maybe if you just got a team kill or something and it was just you alive, you might not have somebody to help you, but most cases than not, you're actually able to get on the point. You're actually able to get back on the point with a teammate, and which is what's really good about this, right? So you're Hana mode, you try to get your mech back, you get your mech back, and then the cycle returns. Which is cool, is that as soon as you're starting to lose your mech, you get to press your ultimate, your Q, or whatever you may be, and then use your mech as an ultimate. From there, you're able to actually get your mech back again, even though that they've destroyed it, right? So here I'm trying to position it in a way so that they can't get on point again. I'm just trying to position it in a way that sucks. Unfortunately, I'm not really that great with D.Va. I do get McCree, which is pretty cool. But calling mech again to stall them, get out of mech because I lose my mech. But all in all, we're actually able to hold this pretty well. We can see we have a Zenyatta all come out, which is good. So overtime finishes. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm doing defense heroes now. Tanks heroes now. So thank you guys so much. Enjoy.